Hello Taurus, and welcome to your August 2023 reading. So I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out is the 10 of Wands. So that tells me that right at the beginning you're kind of conscious of the weight you have on your shoulders. What we're 10 of Wands, it's the end of the cycle of Wands, of things we wanted, we desired, responsibilities, wills, and wants that we were, putting on our shoulders. Things that, maybe expectations, our expectations, other people's expectations, responsibilities that are not ours. But it's all differs for all of us. But it's like if at one point, the light fire from which we were, making our decisions and going and flying, at one point it kind of becomes heavy. And it's like, where am I going with all of this? That's the 10 of Wands. That's when we're ready to release it. So, ready to release it. But in order to release it, there's going to be a decision that's going to be needed to be done. When it's in reverse, we have a hard time making this decision. Either because we have a hard time seeing what the options are, or going within and making that decision. What do I keep out of these wands? What do I release? Do I release the whole of it? Am I conscious of what made me carry all of these wands with time? What was the belief that made me take on all of these wands to begin with? At the end of the month, that information is going to be there. So it's like if maybe you're going to have a feeling like something's got to happen, but I don't know exactly what, and then you're going to get it. We also have the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse with that Ace of Swords. Talking about your cup cycle, your capacity to receive joy and give joy on a high level where there's so much light in the water that it creates a rainbow. Okay, 10 of Cups. This is when we're exchanging it and feeling it. So that means it's not just us giving, but we're also receiving from the people around us. 6 of Pentacles, this is when we have maybe the notion of balance, of it's normal that, all of the worth and value has to be uninterrupted through me for me to give out and receive unconditionally. That's the meaning of the 6 of Pentacles. When it's in reverse, we might have, the mental understanding of it, but we haven't embodied it yet. So we might have like a cushion with the universe is generous, but somewhere inside, we haven't made it happen in our lives yet, even though we understand the whole concept of it. So, let's see. Under your 10 of Wands, we have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So somewhere you're deciding, I'm not juggling anymore. I'm not like smiling and feeling heavy and exhausted at the same time. I'm not carrying two versions of the 5 elements or my capacity to interface with it at the same time. And when I say 5 elements, the 4 elements, fire, earth, air, water, plus ether or spirit that holds all of this together. The pentacle becomes this reality. It's our interface with it. 2 of Pentacles, it's Jupiter that wants to expand this reality with discernment in Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. So we have these two entities here. One that restrains and focuses and disciplines, and the other one that just wants to expand. And so these two ways You know, if whether one part is distorted, will create disbalance and emotional ups and downs and things like that. So this month, you are saying, I'm not juggling anymore. So here, the joy, the celebration, the people around me working hard, putting energy into what I to grow my empire, my wealth, my value, and my worth. And here we have the Page of Cups in reverse. So either I'm doing all of this, but I have a hard time receiving a cup, a simple cup, being in touch with what's, allowing myself to get that cup of new vibration, love, inspiration, or whatever it is. This can be simple like a compliment. I have a hard time receiving it. Under the Two of Swords, I have the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles. So we understand that, and under that, the King of Wands. So we understand that all of this can switch like this. Okay? The moment I understand what is that decision, what is the other option, that the other truth, the other option of truth that I have within myself, everything turns. The Wheel of Fortune turns when it comes to my worth and value, to my capacity to put myself out there and go for what I desired, how I hold my own power. It's going to change all of this, how I act upon my desires and my wants, So under our Ace of Swords that starts understanding things, there I have the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So of course it's going to change all of that. It's almost like I'll understand that everything I invested in the past was maybe unbalanced because I wasn't allowing water in it. Let's clarify this for you, my beautiful Taurus. Okay. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Taurus for the month of August 2023. August 2023. And we are entering into Leo, so everything that is related to fire, to your expansion and so on, will have some kind of a focus on it. Let's look at the 10 of Wands spirit. The 10 of Wands for Taurus. Ooh, it flipped. Ace of Cups. The World. Okay, the World is in reverse, but we understand here, it just wants to switch. There's something missing for you to be in completion, finishing a cycle, being in harmony, allowing yourself to enter the next cycle. Here there's an Ace of Cups floating in the air over your head. You gotta be able to take it. Let's look at that Two of Pentacles. That would probably, 6 of Wands and not 10 of Wands. So it's not just a question of releasing the 10 Wands. It's a question of acknowledging yourself, where you're going to take that self-love to bring you to a point where, you know what, I don't have to prove anything. I'm going to let the people around me, I'm going to let myself feel their love for me, not just the people around me, I say that because of the Three of Cups here, but the universe also. Me, I'm going to let me feel that love for me. That's what's going to bring it. It's going to bring in that I won't need to carry everything in order to acknowledge what I bring or my worth and my value. Here, Six of Wands, he comes back from war. He doesn't have to defend himself. He's not in no more inner conflict. 5, 7, he's 6. His willpower is in his heart chakra. He's feeling welcomed. He doesn't have to fight anymore. He's back home. He understands the lesson. So he's not juggling between I have to carry many things because maybe I'm not enough. So it's going to be into what I manage and I carry. And I'll have a hard time just taking a compliment of what I bring forward. Let's look at that. Ooh, here it is again. Here it is again. I mean, they're insisting. Maybe I'm not done talking about it. But that's pretty much the energy of now. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So there's this beginning of an extension. In a sense, when we're like this, nothing can come in either. I'm afraid of not being enough. So I'm going to, keep all of my energy like this. And I'm going to be maybe a bit stubborn, which is not like a big stretch for Taurus. But here we have this kind of, you know what? Maybe I will open myself up so I can receive a cup that will turn my life around. Maybe it's made with, since we had the Eight of Pentacles, around accepting the cup of what I want to bring, Knight of Cups, what I want to do, how I want to invest things. Let's look at that Two of Swords. Okay, not quite ready to make the decision. Once this is upright, see, once I release my old memories and I realign myself with who I truly am, I will stop using my past disappointments and heartaches to cut my own ambition, cut my own, what I want to bring to this world. Five of Swords. I will release myself from, this is what I've known. That cup, this is what I've known. That cup does not exist. As long as, been there, done that. I don't really believe in that cup. As long as I'm in there, that's my reality. And that is heavy, and I have a hard time keeping it, and I'm just trying to manage here. That's all I'm going to know, because that's my truth. But I will not release the old stuff, because, the universe doesn't like empty space. I will not release my old sadnesses or my old emotional correspondences, because I'm not sure it can be replaced with anything else. And as long as I do not believe in that cup, as long as it's not one of my truths, I'm going to remain and keep my old memories and sadnesses. So this is kind of a switch. And, part of me will be, remember those 3 cups here? He holds 3 swords in his hand. Those 3 cups had, hurt in them. Disappointments, 3 of Swords. So do not release them, because if you let that go, new hurt and new pain will come. Not a cup filled with love and possibility. So it's a bit that switch. It's subtle, but it's going to have a huge impact, because it's going to allow you to be able to be in a flow of receiving and giving on an emotional level. Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is trying to, here, it was on the side, so Temperance. Heal deeply so that Knight of Cups, you can bring and receive from a knight, a cup from a knight. So that means it's all the knights are in the heart chakra. It's that movement from a pure place, a knight. And here it is that movement of love. This is what I love. This is what I'm bringing, with no, distorted intentions or whatever that you might have received in the past, but allowing yourself to believe in that. So that means being out of that old emotional prison. King of Wands. And that's going to affect your fire right away. Yes, because here is the Leo. See, this is Leo, Virgo together kind of thing. Okay? We have the lady and the lion. Strength is all about inner strength. The capacity to master our fire, our energy, our will, our solar plexus, to master it in our daily life, to bring it into this world in a way that is not influenced by, past programmings, but is more like inspired. Inspired by the universe. So the old water, been there, done that, that gives us some kind of, this is what I'm seeing in front of me is based on my past. That's projections. And when we're in the Seven of Cups, of course we cannot act in a way that will bring abundance in every sense of the way of the word. Okay, it's going to be more corresponding to this. So here's strength, and maybe during Leo season you will have this kind of readjustment of your power in that sense. But because you will have allowed a readjustment of your power, new energy, because you will have allowed the waters to be coming into you, therefore influencing the way you think, maybe getting you out or understanding where your prison, your mental prison was at. Knight of Cups. Hangman. All right. Knight of Cups, Knight of Sword. So that Ace of Sword, bang, you're taking it at the end of the month. And you are readjusting, because here with the Wheel of Fortune, we had that. And I was telling you, the moment you understand, it switches. And there, it switched. She's upright with your Knight of Cups. I'm enough to receive love and to give love, to love in a way of what I bring. I won't be shy anymore to show my drawings or of who I am, opening my heart in order to receive love, and not opening my heart and fearing receiving pain. And Ace of Cup. All right. So I'm not waiting anymore. I'm watering the garden. So you might not move into action right away at the end of the month. But all of the terrain will be prepared for you to maybe stop assessing, waiting with nothing happening. We did have the hangman and all of that. And that understanding will come stronger and stronger, allowing you to take that cup and maybe more than one cup, but in order to water yourself, water your garden, so that you can have a completely different experience of this, 3D world. The bottoms of the decks are this. So it's really like readjusting my worth and understanding exactly who I am. So I'll call this understanding your worth. But basically it's going to come through allowing that self-love in. And that new vibration will allow you to understand your worth. So, on this, my beautiful Tauruses, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting, and please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, there's the website below. Now, it's very easy, user-friendly, but take note that I will be off for 2 weeks in the month of August. And since the website only books a month in advance, of course, every day there will be new dates, but there's going to be a chunk that won't be available. And of course, my emails also, I won't be able to respond to the emails. So on this, I thank you also for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. New moon, full moon, I ask the universe to give you back. And on this, I'm going to send you all my love and light this month, Taurus. There's really a beautiful understanding of your worth. So, namaste, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.